Hi, and welcome back to In It Together with Wayne and Sharon Gill, where we talk about the hard and the soft side of business. Now, today we're going to talk about the emotional side of business. I've been seeing a lot of discouragement lately online.
Yeah.
Business is tough. The entrepreneur's journey is tough. I don't care if you're at the beginning, middle, plateaued, or towards the end.
Even superstardom, right?
It doesn't matter. It is tough and it gets discouraging. I know in our journey,
Sure.
we've hit the lows, real lows.
Yeah.
Points where we want to just quit and get off the circuit.
Yeah.
And of course we've had the highs, but today I want to talk about some of the factors, right, that comes at you in business. And I want to discuss, Wayne, like the negativity. The negative voices that are outside of you, you know, but the biggest ones are the ones that are playing in here. You know, when you start a business, you have the well-wishers, and I do mean well-intentioned people,
Sure.
like your family members, friends, spouse.
Yeah,
whoever.
they're genuinely proud of you.
They really are.
Yeah.
But they're genuinely concerned, and their well-intentioned concerns can turn to discouragement, right?
Yes.
And so you have to contend with that.
Yes.
And then I think, though, the demons, though, are the ones in here.
Yes.
The fear of failure, Wayne.
Yeah.
Fear of success. You fear that you might actually become successful, and then who would you become? Would you become too big for your britches?
Right. Or you put a wall. Somehow your success will create a wall between you and either your family members,
Yes.
or some of your best friends and associates and all of that. Yeah.
Or even your spouse,
Right, yeah.
We've been fortunate. Listen, we've been on a journey together, Wayne and I, for the last 20-something years in business. Because some people can be partners in life, where they're husband and wife, but they're not partners in business.
Sure.
But we have mutual respect for each other in the sense that, not that we stunt each other's growth, but we're very mindful of each other's emotional feeling about, growth, about business, about what we're launching into. We dialogue about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of communication going on, right? Yeah, as you can tell.
And honestly, I know for me, it just works for me. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm having to contend with Wayne being upset or Wayne being not pleased and vice versa, or Wayne being, I don't know, just somehow put off by whatever I'm doing. And we've always respected each other in that way.
Yeah.
We've allowed each other to fly in our individual pursuits.
Yeah. Or to crash.
Or to crash and burn, like as we've had some time. But we've given each other the space, and I know a lot of people have to deal with that issue, in their own journeys. Whether it's a husband whose wife is not on board, or a wife whose husband's not on board, or people who are not married whose parents aren't on board. And so these factors really discourage you in business.
Yeah, and I really believe, look, if we were to talk to, again, as Sharon said, the new entrepreneur, the person in the middle, or even when you've been really successful, you're going to deal with these issues. And particularly for the person who's starting out, it's almost like you have to go in knowing this in advance, that you are definitely going to meet this. It's not a matter of if it will happen, it's only a matter of when. And even at your advanced levels, you're just going to have different kinds of challenges, right? Maybe it's the government that's going to come against you, or big competitors, or whatever it is. But there's always going to be an obstacle. There's always a hill to climb. There's always something to push through.
And you may not realize this too, but your self-image.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're
the biggest critic.
You're the biggest critic. You're the biggest critic. Your negative self-image, and you may say, "Oh, I'm not a negative person," but actually, you may have a poor self-image as to whether or not you're even big enough for this business that you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Are you capable? Are you confident enough?
Yeah.
You're battling those demons all day long.
Sure.
And some of these self-image issues, when I was discussing this with a talk I had this past Saturday, they stem from things said to you in childhood.
Yeah, some of it can be,
Things said to you from loved ones, things like you'll never amount to anything.
Right.
Who do you think you are?
Right. You're too big for your britches.
Too big for your britches. That's above your level.
Right.
That's above your pay grade.
Yeah. Our family never did that.
No
one in our family ever did that.
These things lodge in here,
Yeah.
and later on, as you're trying to make that big move, they play out. They rear their ugly head, and so you're dealing with that stuff as well all day long. So Wayne, how do people combat this kind of negativity?
Yeah.
These challenges that are going to come up in business, these emotional challenges. I'm not talking about challenges with payroll or staff or team or mission statement or value statement. That's the
inner struggle.
That's the hard part of business.
Yeah.
We're talking about the emotional,
the inner struggle,
which can railroad you even quicker than not having a good mission statement.
Yeah, there's probably a ton of things that we could talk about, but we're going to try to focus on 3 for the sake of this podcast here.
Yes.
And I would say that the number one thing is to, kind of like the name of our show, right? In it together. Mm-hmm. In our case, we happen to be married and in business together. But whether it's your spouse or whether it's another partner, a mentor, someone who's trusted, who you can talk to, who you can really share the struggle with. Because as we said, the struggle is definitely coming. And so that's one of the things. I think you just need to surround yourself with really good people. Even just one other person who you could go be yourself with, you could be authentic and cry to. Yep. I just got an email the other day from Mel Robbins, and she was saying that she went to lunch with some friends of hers, and she just had to have an ugly cry, And Mel Robbins is a super successful woman, right?
Yeah.
Someone a lot of us probably look up to. We would like to be like her.
Yep.
But here it is. She had a meltdown. She's had too many things on the plate and just had that vulnerable moment.
Yep.
So I think you need people like that in your life to where you can have that vulnerability and be human.
I know, Wayne, I mean, not to make you feel too good, buddy, but I know there are many times when I just want to quit. Even doing In It Together, this simple show, I'm busy at times. I'm doing other things.
Right, or the inner critic. Who are you to be giving this advice?
Exactly.
Oh, great one, right?
But thank God, just having that positive voice in my life has really helped me. They're just like everyone else, we're susceptible to being discouraged, being down, being kind of like not sure where your compass is heading.
Absolutely.
And these things can, bring on depression.
Yes.
They can bring on anxiety, stress, and so.
But they're normal.
But they're normal.
Yeah.
They're normal, and sometimes we make a bigger deal out of them. But they are normal. Honestly, every influencer, every person out there, like you mentioned Mel Robbins, we've heard about Tony Robbins' meltdown. We've all heard, we've heard about it all. I've had my own meltdown where at one point, I think I mentioned in one of my shows for Thanksgiving last year that at one point for like 6 months, I was out of work. I just crashed and burned. I needed that time to just get myself back together. And one of the things that I do is I spend a lot of time, you guys know I'm a Bible person, so I spend a lot of time in prayer.
Yes.
In meditation. I actually find scriptures in the Bible that are affirming. I record them in my own voice. On my recorder, on my iPhone. Put my earphones in and play back my own voice, telling myself that I am awesome.
Saying all those positive affirmations to yourself.
Absolutely. That God has great plans for me. That nothing is impossible to me. I am, highly favored by God. I put those affirmations in my recorder and I listen to my own voice playing back scriptures. And so there are things that you can do. And there's what other point can people do when
I think the reliance on the faith, and if you're not a person of faith, then what you were just talking about, putting in those positive affirmations, getting around other positive people who are pulling in a positive direction. I think sometimes that's the thing that could drag us down too, being in the wrong circle or not having the right associations. And so you're having the wrong influences on you. So it's, you can't be in 2 places at one time. You can't be moving forward and backward at the same time. So I think, the struggle is going to come, and the struggle is real. And it's not just the outer critic, but it's also the inner critic. But I think by doing this, by getting with a mentor, getting with someone you trust, getting with people you can be authentic with, right? Relying on your faith or relying on your higher power, whatever that may be for you, and surrounding yourself with those positive affirmations of positive people. Listen, it's a daily thing. It is. Right? If you're going to be that entrepreneur, you're going to do that not today, but tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. It's the lifestyle of the entrepreneur, because really, no one is going to really get it for you. You're just going to have to go out there and kind of do it yourself.
Absolutely.
Right?
Believe me, we could go on and on. This could be a 2-hour show, but we're going to cut it here. Take care of yourself too, self-care. We didn't mention that, but exercise, eat right, and so on. Drink green teas, whatever. Take care of you. And just realize that you're not the only one going through the emotional battle, the anxiety, the stress, and the disappointment, the discouragement, the depression. Unfortunately, it's a lot of people going through, but there are things that we can do to overcome.
We trot on.
So until next time, it's In It Together with
Wayne.
and Sharon. Take care.
Cheers.